Guys, trying to sneak your ass up here? Are you trying to be sneaky? You failed at being sneaky. Guys, welcome back to a brand new AskJT. Let's hop right into this. If you're new to this series, leave your questions with the hashtag AskJT. Hopefully I can get into it next time. Also, at the end of this video, we will be having a lot of shout outs, a lot of congratulations, a lot of thank yous. So make sure you stick around. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it. Question 1 from Iwan Grassi. AskJT in a video, you said that you were going to go try out for the SWCC SWIC. Why did you decide to be an LSC instead?
This is a F-18. There's the helos. You stand down there somewhere. Yeah.
If you're part of a helo squadron, you'll be able to potentially be an LSE if you earn the qualification. It is hard, not easy to get. A lot of you know I was trying to earn a contract to go SWIC before I left for boot camp.
One of the greatest things about being in the SWIC community is that really you can operate basically anywhere in the world.
I was working out with this boat crew that was made up of people that were already had contracts that were going to ship off. Let's just say I thought I was in the fucking best shape of my life.
During the medical training, we were crawling in from the surf line up onto the sand, having to drag 200-pound dummies back into the surf line, do our medical treatment on them. And, really brought us together closer as a team.
These guys kicked my fucking ass, not even talking about the swim portion. And I was like, damn, like JT, I was being real with myself. You guys have to level with yourself. You have to be fucking real. I was like, you know, I'm not ready for it, man. Physically, mentally. Maybe when, I've been in the Navy a couple years, and then I'll try out for it. So that's what a lot of people think, oh, I'll just go SEAL after a couple years, I'll just cross right to it. No, it is fucking almost, not impossible, but it is very, very, very difficult. Basically, I had a very good friend. He was an AT, an avionics technician, a part of my squadron. He was friends with the EODs on the ship, the Spec Ops guys on our carrier. He was friends with them, he was working out with them. He had very good relationships, hookups, connections with all these people in the community. He still couldn't get a contract with those guys. Our squadron would not let him go. He was too needed of a personnel. They would not let him go regardless, so he ended up getting out of the Navy. So it is not easy if you pass it up initially to get it later on in the Navy. So if you really fucking want that, you better fucking work your ass off and get that contract before you ship out.
So they actually get a feel of what it's like to shoot off a boat.
Question 2 from Carter, 40 folk. What's your thoughts on the US putting warships into North Korea? Now I heard this, man. So the really shitty thing about this situation is I heard that the ship that is being sent up there towards North Korea, they were supposed to go to port in Australia. They were gonna hit up Australia for a couple days, and let me tell you, the morale on that ship right now is probably so fucking low. I've been on a ship, I've been in port. When I was in Hong Kong, China, we had to leave port 2 days early. But yeah, you can just imagine that hype, you're about to pull into Australia, and then to hear the news that fuck no, you're not going. You're going to off the coast of North Korea, what the fuck? But you know that they're getting the fucking steak and lobster meal. When there is really, really bad news delivered on the ship, they fucking give you steak and lobster. So that's the fucking one good thing. Fuck, we gotta go to North Korea, but we got steak and lobster, so I guess it's alright. Peyton brings up a good question. Should I be scared of being sunk and potentially drowning? This has been haunting to the point I'm having nightmares of drowning. Peyton, no, Peyton, let me console you here. No, you don't have to worry about that. That's gonna be the fucking last thing on your mind. When you get out there on the ship, when you're on deployment, when you're busting your fucking ass, when you're working 7 days a week, you're just trying to fucking grind. You're trying to survive the day on the ship. That day, you're just trying to do the work for that day. You don't have time to fucking think and worry about anything. If you actually have a fucking busy job right in the Navy where you actually have shit to do. You're fucking working 24/7 on deployment. You don't have time to think about shit like that. When I was on deployment, I didn't have time. We always say 10 fingers, 10 toes. If we walk off the flight deck, 10 fingers, 10 toes, we're happy that day, successful. No mishaps, all the aircraft are good. That's all we're worrying about is the aircraft. And it's fulfilling the mission. We don't care about, you're not thinking about fucking getting sunk or whatever. Most of the time when you're in a dangerous area, you got a strike group with you. You're rolling deep.
I'm saucing on you. I'm swagging, I'm swagging, I'm swagging, oh. I'm ballin'. I'm ballin', I have a song on you. Watch out, oh watch out, oh watch out, yeah. I smash out, I smash out, I smash out, yeah.
Chris brings up a very good question as well. Hey, how do you treat your friends if you rank up first? Are you more strict or you treat them the same? So I ran into this issue, man. So, you know, little JTsuits here. I joined the Navy after high school, 18. I got out at 23. So 18 to 23, I became an E5 at the ripe old age of 20 and 21. I'm leading fucking 10 to 12, sometime at one point almost 18 junior sailors. Some of those people were in their 30s, way older than me, mid-20s. I was fucking 20, I didn't know shit. But there I am in a fucking position of authority, trying to get shit done on the helicopter, trying to get maintenance done, trying to make sure people don't kill themselves on the flight deck. I'm 20, 21 years old, running around E5 crows on the flight deck, directing fucking people like a fucking orchestra. It's crazy that they give junior sailors, they give us, I mean, I wasn't a junior sailor as an E5, but I still felt as a junior sailor mentally. I definitely wasn't as mature as I am now. I'm like, fuck, thinking now how I was when I was 20 and 21, I was like, how the fuck did I get through that shit? No, my thing is making rank is really fast, and being young and being in charge of a lot of people, especially older than me. I always tried to lead by example, you know, and just bust my ass and have a really good work ethic and try to do things by the book. You'll hear that all the time, by the book execution, whatever. I try to do things, fucking just set the right example and just bust my ass. So people are like, you know, so if I try to give somebody a fucking order or get shit done, they can't say shit because I'm busting my ass way harder than they am. And I'm a fucking supervisor. I don't even have to anymore. And I'm still out there on the aircraft sweating my ass off. So they're like, fuck, if JT's out there doing it and he's my supervisor, I fucking better be busting my ass even harder. Last question, this is a funny one, man, from Dustin. He says, what do they do with the poop on the ship? Now, the poop, man, everyone, I believe we have to be a certain amount of nautical miles off of the coast, off of a shore, U.S. shore. A certain amount of nautical miles away before we can like dump all our poop, man. But they're not just gonna dump it just like, oh, you shit, and they keep all the poop and then just dump it. No, we mix it with a bunch of stuff. It's treated. And then after we're certain miles away, nautical miles away, then we dump it. Also, the stuff we don't dump, you'll smell it too. When you're out at sea, if you walk up on the flight deck or in the hangar bay, ooh, you'd be like, all right, I'm going back inside. It's not the right time. You'll smell that shit it's strong. And then especially when we're in port, they'll just fucking hook up to the tanks, the septic tanks, and we'll just offload the poop, you know, from the pier. So those are the two ways I know. I'm sure in the future, our nuclear carriers will probably turn it into fucking fuel. I mean, we're probably close to doing that now, I imagine. But yeah, man, that's gonna be wrapping it up. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this Ask JT. I fucking love answering your questions. You guys have been kicking ass with questions. As always, if you want to see your question featured, leave it with a hashtag AskJT. It can be anything military related, life after the military, motorcycle, tattoos, now I'm a husband, animals, whatever you want. Now for the shout out portion, I want to give 3 huge shout outs first to the 3 newest Patreon pledges of the JTsuits fam. Wendy, Andrew, and Kevin. Wendy, Andrew, and Kevin, thank you so much, man, for the support, for joining the fam. Things like Patreon, it really helps support the channel, especially right now in times where YouTube has taken a big hit. A lot of advertisers have been pulling out of YouTube recently due to a scandal. I'm sure if you follow the drama, the shit goes down on YouTube, that you've heard of it recently. But things like Patreon, like I said, really help the channel. You know, my Ask JT series, I want to take all the best fucking questions from all the Ask JT episodes and basically put it into like a fucking book Q&A type format where it'll be, you guys can take it with you wherever, especially if people wanting to join the military. I think it can be really fucking helpful. Especially when you don't have time to watch videos, you can fucking have it as a PDF or a fucking book. Videos every day on the channel, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. We're on the grind. We're on the road to 50K. We're not be here without you, man. Your boy's trying to finish up school. My semester's coming to an end. I got 1 more month. And then I'm that much closer to graduating. I am a senior right now at my university. And after this semester, I got the fall, and then your boy will hopefully have his degree. So be a veteran and have my degree by the time, and I'll be 26 by that time. So, you know, things are looking good, man. And the military, like I always said, the military, the Navy has set me up on this path, this trajectory. It's where I'm at. And I'm ever fucking grateful of the fucking Navy and the Papa, because I love Papa. And I love Papa, give me kicks back.